EA Sports. It's in the game.
Yeah, that was a heck of a pass. I mean, you could just hear that ball sizzling in the air.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up. It ain't easy breaking away or being a great.
It's week 3 of the National Football League. We'll get a look at Joe Burrow. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Bengals and the Saints, and it's coming up next.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Test to check in on as we've got a 3rd down situation looming. They'll try and run for it with Jones. It's still scoreless here in the first, but a 3rd down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. Quite right now.
It looks a lot like...
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Give him 9 on the carry that time, but they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll go again to Jones. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jameis Winston, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive and a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Potential trouble looming for this defense. They'll need to stiffen here as they face a 1st and goal on their 7-yard line. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get the football back at their own 17. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here.
This defense has been on their heels thus far on this drive. It's been a long one, and now they're forced to defend a 1st and goal as we get back to the action. Mixon is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Here we go.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Got to say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right.
Tough spot here for the defense. Let's see if they can step up. We drop in on a 1st down in the red zone. Now Burrow on 1st down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing in 7-3. So this time the protection holds up for... So they just got the ball off the interception. Now can this offense take advantage? Great field position, 1st and 10 in the red zone. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tony Jones, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the
ready.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. DJ Moore, a touchdown reception. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. KJ Hamler, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And you can see there, it's the visiting LA Rams who have the lead in that one. Sky Moore, a touchdown reception. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And despite the big lead, they really did next to nothing throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage. We'll see how aggressive they want to be going forward. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into 4th. On third down, Winston.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in.
This defense trying to protect their lead here late, but a touchdown and a 2-point conversion could tie it as we've got a red zone situation forthcoming. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
So the problem is really starting to add up now. I mean, they tried the field goal in an effort to get a little bit closer, but the break and return make the situation worse.
I like what you just said there. Just trying to get a little bit closer. I think mentally, that's why they were doing it, because really the 3 wasn't going to do them a whole lot of good, but they feel better about themselves now. They feel exponentially.
It's a third down situation in the 4th quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. On third down, here's Jones. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the deep. What are they going to do this?
This offense has marched the ball down the field nicely. In good position, can they finish the drive off? 1st and 10 in the red zone. Jameis now on first down.
He goes once again right back to Hardy. Touchdown, Saints. Deontay Hardy from 13 yards away. And the Saints are closing in on a third straight victory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full convert.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And how about how he improvised right there, because he got flushed out of the pocket, locked eyes with his wide receiver, who knew to just keep running. And he was able to lay that one out there for him to run under.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up first and goal. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Only a yard that time, second and goal. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's second and 1. On play action, Winston. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jameis Winston, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Saints have a higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Saints, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.
Let's go. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance with double D. So you know it's only right, that's how we eat. Came all the way from losing to win.
I am the great. I said I am the great. I am the great. I said I am the greatest of all time. Let's go. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I said I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I said I am the greatest of all time. I said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level is legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before before I got your support. I hopped off the porch.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we've got Marshawn Lattimore. He stayed active a week ago with an 8-tackle performance. It's the Saints and the Vikings, and it comes your way next.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New Orleans Saints and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Still 0-0 here in quarter 1, but an early test to check in on as we've got a 3rd down situation looming. They look to throw. It's locked. And the throw there going to be... Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And it's knocked away. Let's get back into the action. The situation, ball in the red zone. It's 2nd down, and the defense needing to step up. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. On 2nd down now, this defense sort of finding themselves with their backs against the wall. Ball in the red zone. On 2nd down and 4. Lock under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Lock. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He's got the 1st down and more. Touchdown! Well, this offense has struggled. They have not scored yet. They trail, but a chance here late in the 2nd quarter to try to get some points on the board. 1st down, Winston. Looking long for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Winston. This is caught. It's Hardy. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Will Lutz on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Or they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lock. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit, but first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, and you can see an 8-point game as they've gone to the intermission. Damian Harris with both of their touchdowns thus far as he scored twice on the ground. From there, let's head off and check out a 2nd game. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. Jahan Dotson, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Jonathan Taylor closing in on 100 yards rushing on the afternoon. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Well, points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the 3rd quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on 3rd down? And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Winston to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now in a pretty difficult situation is his defense up to the task. Ball in the red zone, 2nd and 5. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas. his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their...
So a big third down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the third quarter. From the gun on third down, Locke. And that is incomplete. A solid drive here has this offense in really good position. Can they finish the drive off? Let's find out. It's 1st and 10 inside the red zone. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tony Jones, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offense. This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. They go play action. Winston. And to the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Michael Thomas. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Saints get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So a heck of a drive right there with the game.
A lead change may very well be forthcoming as this offense in field goal range already and looking for more here in the fourth quarter. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Locke. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown. A big drive now for this offense. They'll have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they search for a late score. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Winston now. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Locke.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Locke. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Such little time. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Winston to throw.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Here's Winston.
Olave over the middle.
And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for New Orleans, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug introduced to my